And now to eat the friendly ghost. Oh. Needs lemon.
Hi there, fans of Murder and Mayhem! Welcome back to Frybox 64 Productions! I'm your hostess with the mostest, Frybox 64, and we are continuing our 31 Days of Halloween challenge attempt. I know we didn't do an upload yesterday. I just had some personal stuff pop up that really made me not in the right mindset for filming, but we will do a double upload tomorrow for Columbus Day for the holiday, since I don't have to work that day. So keep your eyes peeled for a double upload tomorrow. But for right now, we've got another Halloween baking episode for you here. So this one is kind of a cuter little one. I found this recipe called Ghostly Cupcake Cones. Those are what they're gonna look like when they're all done. These basically are as they sound. They're cupcakes that are baked inside of ice cream cones, and they have frosting on top that's supposed to look like ghosts. So let's see how this turns out. So according to the recipe that I have on the book here, we need for ingredients 1/3 cup butter, softened. I tried. I forgot to set it out this morning. 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter. Look at how creamy it is. 1.5 cups of packed brown sugar. Yes, we are making these cupcakes completely from scratch. 2 large eggs. Kind of sweaty, I know. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which, knowing how some guy named Joe likes his vanilla content in his stuff, we'll probably wind up putting 2 teaspoons in. 2.5 cups all-purpose flour. I have cake flour, honestly. Then 2.5 teaspoons baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of milk, and then 24 ice cream cake cones, which I will grab in a second here. So, without further ado, let's get into the mixing part of this. It was at this moment that Frybox 64 realized that she needed a GoPro. Alright, so we're going to take the butter, we're going to drop that in there, we're going to take the peanut butter, and we're going to get that in there. Those of you with nut allergies, please don't attempt this at home. I do not want to be hit with a lawsuit for people who ate a gob of peanut butter and thought it was safe when it really wasn't. Brown sugar. Oh. Let's take a look at that. That's like, yeah. And wait. Gosh, mother of criminy Christmas. There we go. So then, we take this lovely mixture, and we mix it all up in this nice bowl right here. It's gonna take a minute. What we want is a nice, smooth, like, creamy paste, kind of. And then we add the liquids, and then we add the dries. And there we go. There we go. Nice, pasty substance. And we're gonna add the eggs and the vanilla. Just gonna add the eggs and vanilla. No, no shells, no shells. Bad shells, no. Sometimes the recipe says to beat them in one at a time. I say no. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then we're gonna add the vanilla. Recipe said 1 tablespoon. I say 2. Because you can never have too much vanilla or too much garlic. Joe will say vanilla, I will say garlic. It smells like sugar cookies over here, so there we go. Mix that bad boy up. And now it looks even creamier. That peanut butter smell is coming out really strong right here. Let me just say, I'm like right over the bowl here, and I'm getting just like a nose full of peanut butter. And we're going to take the cake flour, Dump it in the bowl. Whoa! I just got a nose full of cake flour. I don't have the Rona, I promise. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. That's 1. That's 2. And 2.5. Don't ask me why it needs that much. I'm not that much of an expert on baking. And then 1/2 teaspoon salt. It shall be holy cupcakes now. No evil spirits shall defile my cupcakes because there is salt in there now. Mix that all together. And there we go. And we're gonna add the dries to the wets. Now, a lot of people, when they add their dries to the wets, will just immediately turn the beaters on and just like go crazy. I like to incorporate the dries into the wets a little bit first before I turn the beaters on full blast, because that way you don't wind up with flour escaping the bowl, half of it going all over you and the other half of it going on all over the kitchen. In a professional setting, yes, that happens. Professional setting, if you like go in to a bakery and you go to bake, you're not coming out clean. You are coming out with flour on you. But this is not a professional baking setting. This is my kitchen. Because we have the flour and everything in there. So then what we do is we add milk. Recipe says 2%. This is technically 1%. I honestly wish I could say that I cared about the percentage difference, but I'm on a budget. There we go. Gonna mix that up. These are not as runny as like the store-bought like box mix brands are. I will say that. There we go. Oh, look at how nice and creamy that is. As you're probably already aware, I nerd out about stuff. Lots of stuff. Music is one of those things. Baking is another of those things. Now for the most important thing to do. We lick the spoon. I have a feeling I'm gonna wind up needing that milk for more than just what we have here, used in the cupcakes here. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, first we're gonna move these guys out of the way. Now, if I am trusting the recipe correctly, what we are going to do is we're going to take these another thing of ice cream cones. We're going to stick them in the muffin cups and we're going to bake them. Bake at 350 degrees. Come closer, come closer. Come closer and we shall see. I also don't know if I need to spray the cupcake tins before I do this. Alright. So we have kind of a little army of ice cream cones here. And apparently what we are supposed to do is scoop the batter into these ice cream cones. So we'll see how this works. It's about yay full. I have no idea how these are going to turn out. This is going to be interesting. I know it said to just fill them like 3/4 of the way full, but I like big... What the... Holy frickle frack, what is that? That is a clump of brown sugar that absolutely refused to cooperate. It's going in the sink. I was terrified for a second that I had something like solid in there, and I was like, what the heck did I put in there? What did I put in there that wasn't an actual cupcake ingredient? And then I was like, haunted cupcakes! You can go there. and have a nice little topper there. Okay, so not bad. Not bad. I'm going to show you these bad boys. See? Hopefully they're not too bad. Ah, yes! She is ready to bake. Maybe a little dirty, but ready to bake. Let's get this in here. Oh, I'm very paranoid about this. In they go! I'm gonna burn myself, I know it! Oh gosh, they wobbled, they wobbled. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down! There we go. Okay, now we wait for 25 to 30 minutes! I'm probably gonna leave them in there for at least 26 or 27, so... While we're waiting for the cupcakes to bake, did you know that Gunter from Partner Dance / Mini Mishaps and I've been working on a module? I'm pretty sure you have. It's called Mandibarchian Student, and right now it's on Drive-Thru RPG. If you want to head over there and check it out, we put a lot of hard work into this. Basically, it centers on the universe called the Getherverse, which can take place in literally any kind of RPG setting that you want it to. This is an academy that is for first-time adventurers, where they can learn how to fight and cast and sneak and all the other things that you could do to be an adventurer. Hey, look, there's Guitar, yay! So the module itself is going for $7.99 on Drive-Thru RPG. I really would recommend that you check it out. I put a lot of work into the NPCs for the instructors. Gunter put a ton of work into the module itself. Just to give you a little sneak peek. What am I doing here? Somewhere in fields of freshly grown grain. Never mind, let me back up. What am I doing here? Some were in fields of freshly grown grain. Others were in fields of battle. Still others were calibrating force fields. Until recently, these three worlds of individuals would have nothing to do with one another. But the sky portal pulls them from their worlds into the Neocap. Casters, sneaks, coffee shop owners, they all come. And no one has found the way home. Is it all some sick experiment or some trick of the gods? Has the veil between the worlds been damaged? Are we just part of a big game? Well, as the GM running this module, that is up to you to decide. So, that is up to you to decide. Feel free to check it out. We also have other titles like the Gather Guide to Rolling Checks. We also have the Gather Guide to Reverse Checks down here. And I believe there's also an NPC Codex, which has all of the instructors and all of the people that are involved in the academy. So it's great. You should totally check it out. And let's get back to the baking episode now. Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. I gave it a few extra minutes. So this is kind of one of the more, I guess, done cupcakes. So that's what they look like on top. Still get a very strong peanut butter scent from them. The cone itself is not as hot. As you can see, I'm like holding it okay without like too much difficulty. The bottom's really hot though, obviously. So we're gonna let these guys cool for just a second, and then we're gonna frost them. Probably not all the frosting, just a good chunk of it. Just a good chunk. It has been forever since I have done any kind of like piping of frosting, so this is yay! With this particular tip. The oven made a noise! The oven is haunted! Okay, here we go, and... Ooh. Whoa, that was a poot. I'm beginning to think I have the wrong tip for this. Oh, nice and... Well, that definitely doesn't look like the picture, but I tried. Let's give maybe a little more bass right here. That looks like something. I used like half the frosting, but that looks like something anyway. Oh jeez. Frosting is backfiring. Frosting is backfiring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's trying to escape. It's trying to escape. No, 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 no. Just spoof it like that again. I was not kidding when I made that comment about, like, you are never going to leave a bakery completely, like, unscathed. There we go. So let's do... Boop, 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 boop. I'm having way too much fun with this. And we just do an extra little twirl about. And boop. That's not too bad either. Let's see if we can get one more. See if we can get one more. And oh, it's starting to come out, it's starting to come out, guys, it's starting to come out. Let's grab this guy. Ow. It's hard on my pinky. There we go! Kind of a ghost, kinda, sorta. Not really. I think I picked the wrong tip for this, but oh well. Okay. Let's put that guy off the side there. And I don't have the little, like, nonpareils or the jimmies that they talk about, but I do have decorating icing. So, there we go. This is what we're going to do. We're going to give them little eyes. He's a ghost! And let's give this one a little angry face. Let's find a good spot to actually do it here. Give him a little angry face. That one's an angry ghost! And then this guy is gonna be like... Boop, boop, boop. This one's a happy ghost! I'll bring him a little closer so you can see them. This one's like melting. He's like, ooh! And then this one's like,
I'm so angry at you all. I can't face the camera, I can't face the camera. There it is.
And then this little guy over here is like, I don't know what you're all complaining about. My life is amazing. Thank you for asking.
Don't you mean your unlife? Don't you mean your unlife is amazing?
Well, yeah, my unlife is amazing.
I don't know.
And this is how Frybox plays with her food. Well, thank you all for joining me today. That has been Ghostly Cupcake Cones. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of them. Probably just frosting them up as best I can and enjoy them on my own. If you liked what you saw, feel free to hit like and subscribe. Share us around if you know of somebody who might be hosting a party where these lovely little ghostly cupcake cones would be something that would be a something that would be a novelty for their party. It's not 100% necessary, but it does help the channel out quite a bit. And we will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for a double dose of murder, mayhem, and maiming for Spooky Month. Bye, everybody!